Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with my Sephora sale recommendations. The Sephora sale has arrived. I shopped it at 5 a.m. this morning when I was up, so stay tuned for my haul. But today I'm going to be talking about everything that I think you should be putting in your cart. A bunch of staples that I've loved all year, big time recommendations, things I've used over and over that some of them are almost gone. So that's significant in my world. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so, but let's go ahead and get started. Let's work our way up the face. So let's start with primers. The first is from Milk Makeup. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. You can see I've used about almost half of it. Really loving this. It works under every foundation that I've tried to use it under. I've never had an issue with it pilling or anything like that. I think it is just really great. It adds a nice amount of hydration. I think it helps with the look and wear of my makeup without interfering, which is really important. And then another one that I've been loving, it's a little bit more of like a multitasker product, so I like it as a primer, but I also love it as a highlighter to mix it in with my foundations, all that kind of stuff. And that is from Smashbox. They kind of relaunched their primers earlier this year, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Illuminate and Glow Primer, which is beautiful. I think a lot of the illuminating things that are out there tend to be iridescent with like a purpley green shift, which is not really my preference for like a warmer skin tone. So this has that kind of peachy, beautiful pinky kind of glow to it, and like I said, it is so versatile. And both of these I believe are good for any skin type. If you have a really oily skin type, these aren't going to do anything to control oils, but they're really great bases. So next I have foundations. I've got four that I want to talk about. The first one is one of my more expensive foundations, so it's the perfect time to pick it up while it's on sale. This is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. As you can see, again, I've used quite a bit of this. I've been using this non-stop. So I'll link my review down below, but such a great foundation no matter your skin type. I love this shade for me. It wears so well. It's not a harsh matte by any means, very natural satiny matte. If anything, like, it's not matte, you know, but not in a bad way, not in a they lag twist kind of way. Then the other foundation that I was wearing probably before I fell in love with Tom again was the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Absolutely love this. Again, another do-it-all foundation that I think is phenomenal. I will say the only issue with this foundation is that I have to wear the shade Aruba because it did oxidize. Normally I'm Syracuse and NARS, so definitely keep that in mind if you use me to shade match. And I know I'm going through all of this kind of quick, but I've talked about all of these products before, so this is kind of like a roundup. Then this was a more recent review of mine, but I love this and I've been wearing it all the time, and I think it's such a great foundation, or CC, the Your Skin But Better CC Nude Glow from IT Cosmetics. It has SPF of 40 in there. My only issue with IT Cosmetics is their shade range is a little bit too neutrally, kind of too gray perhaps, but if you can find your shade, I think that this product is so nice because it does have the high SPF in there. It's got skincare ingredients. It looks really beautiful on the skin and wears so well, especially with setting spray, and that's like kind of anything, but truly this wears phenomenal for something that seems almost more like a skincare product than makeup, at least in its advertising. It really does have great performance, and it's probably why it's been like a cult favorite, or the original has anyways. Now this last foundation, it's a little bit hard for me to recommend, but I thought it looked good on the skin and it wore really well. It's just that I personally wasn't able to find a great shade, but I think the foundation itself is good. So if you can find a shade for yourself, or if you want to grab a sample perhaps, the House Labs foundation from Lady Gaga is actually really good. I just have a bit of a, sour taste in my mouth because matching myself was so impossible. I did end up going with 325. I think some of you said 330 may have been the best match for me, but I couldn't find it in store or online at any time. So definitely maybe you want to test it out before you buy it, but it is good in formula. Another great thing to pick up during the sale is brushes, and I have three that I love. The first is from Makeup Forever. I picked this up when they launched their whatever the foundation is they launched recently, their HD. This is the 109 Wavy, made in Mauritius. So a little taste of island life when you use it, but I really love this for applying foundation. It's good for other cream products too. Very dense, just an interesting shape. This is a brush you hear me talk about all the time, and again, I've said it a million times, this is in the holiday packaging, but this is the Pro Flawless Airbrush number 56. Great for cream contour. It's primarily what I use it for. And I don't have the third one in front of me. Use it all the time and loved it. Love it. Talked about it in my most recent favorites video, but the Refi Dual Brush, I love, love, love that for foundation application too. Two concealers I want to mention, you know, one that I've been using for at least a year, ever since it launched. It's the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. I think that this is one of the best out there. I think it has good or great coverage. It looks nice under the eyes, and that it's not too, some concealers can be a little bit too hydrating, or not too hydrating under the eyes. I guess the formula is a little bit too almost emollient, too moisturizing to the point where it gets like tacky, and I just don't like the way it feels under my eyes. So this one feels so good. I love the shade match. I wear 4.2 in it. And then more recently I've been using this from Dior, and again, a great time to pick up Dior while it's on sale. And this is the Forever Skin Correct Concealer. And it says it has 24-hour wear, full coverage, and creamy. I wear this in the shade 3N, and I would say this has beautiful coverage again, beautiful wear time, but it's a little bit softer and a little more hydrating, a little less matte. But I don't want the matteness of this to scare you away, but two good options. Two bronzers that I want to chat about. One from Charlotte Tilbury. This launched earlier this year, I think, and I really love this. I like the kind of creamy bronzer that they launched too. I'm not as in love with it, I just haven't played with it as much, but this I've been using non-stop. It's just such a great color for me. I like the big pan. I love the packaging. It blends beautifully on the skin. Really, really buildable. And I have it in the shade Tan, number 3. And then this is the other bronzer that I've been using non-stop. I'm like almost hitting pan, again from Dior. I love Dior's makeup. This is the Forever Natural bronzer in the shade 6. I also have the shade 7, but this one for me it's one of my favorite bronzer shades, tones that I've ever purchased. I think because it has the depth, but it lacks the warmth generally that comes with a deeper bronzer. So they were able to do it in a really great way so that it didn't come off chalky or too neutral looking on my skin. I don't know if you can tell, but this one is just a little bit more neutral, and especially if my foundation was a little bit warm, if I had a lot of a tan, this was just really nice to add depth without adding, you know, a lot of warmth. And I love the highlighter from this line too, but yeah, really, really good and cute squishy packaging. The blush I've been wearing at nonstop is from Benefit. I love that they finally launched some new blushes with slimmer packaging and more shades. So there's a ton of really great shades in the line, but the one that stuck out to me the most is Butterfly. Almost reminds me of like a NARS Taj Mahal. It's described as a golden orange blush, and I absolutely would agree. Beautiful, beautiful shade in here, and again, it has that depth, so I actually get, you know, the orange color on my skin really nicely balanced out with the gold shimmer, because sometimes with these shimmery sort of blush products I get the shimmer but I don't get the color of the blush, and then I end up having to use two products. But this really does a great double duty if I want to use it as a blush and highlight together. I've also used it on my eyes. I don't know if it's eye safe because it probably has like red in here or something, but either way, I live to tell the tale, and I love the blush. Now this is probably the only surprise guest that we have in here, just because I haven't gotten to my favorites video yet, but it is coming, and I purchased this a little while ago. It was my last ditch attempt at finding, you know, one of these brow lamination products that would work for my brows, because the Refi, the Too Faced, all of these things were coming out, and everyone's like, laminated brows are amazing, I love them, these products are so good. And then I was trying them in my brows, which are already quite full, you know, they don't need a lot of help, and it was not able to hold my brows. So this is the first time I found something that actually holds my brows in like kind of a laminated way, and it is from Patrick Ta, and it is the Shaping Wax in Clear. So I think I needed something heavier perhaps than the like, or drier maybe than like the Anastasia Brow Freeze, the Brow Wax from Benefit. Or sorry, from e.l.f. But I've already hit pan on this, so I don't know about that. You spray it with water before you use it, and then you go in with your brush, but like it lays my brows down, they stay laid all day, and that really impressed me. But damn, that is not a lot of wax, so if there's an alternative, let me know. Speaking of Refi, I think I included this probably in a VIB video earlier this year. I can't remember this year, if I to be honest with you, but this is the Refi Gloss Highlighter in Topaz. It is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. It's so beautiful. It just has this such a naturalness about it, and the texture as well is so nice that I can use it if I want to touch up throughout the day and kind of amp up my highlight, or if I want to at the end of my makeup, you know, I was using this primarily for the first half of the year as just my highlighter with no powder underneath, and I was putting it on top of powder. So very versatile, very beautiful. I saw someone on TikTok recently use it on their body. It looked so good, and I'm just so impressed. You only need a little bit of it, and it will last you a very long time. Using the last of this setting spray. Both of the ones that I have to show you are like almost empty, so that's how much I love these. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. So good, loved it. Love using it in between my makeup steps. Love using it to finish my makeup. Makes my makeup look better, last longer, so good. And then same can be said for this. Almost all gone, I need another one. The Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow. This I love so much. It replaced my regular all nighter just because I felt like, not that the normal all nighter left my skin looking flat, but this just left it looking even better, and I was getting the power of the all nighter behind it. So definitely a great time to pick up setting sprays. And then for the lips, if you're curious what's on my lips, this is the Sephora Collection lipstick in 54. I think it's called like Autumn Wind, I believe. And I've loved this lipstick for like 5-6 years. I've had it for 5 or 6 years. Okay, I don't throw up my makeup when they say. But Sephora Collection is actually 30% off during the sale, so really great time to try some things from them. But the Sephora Collection lip stains are so beautiful. I did a lip swatch video on them 6 or 7 years ago, so I'll link to it maybe down below. And then from Makeup Forever, any of these shades are great. Like that is the shade that I recommend from Sephora Collection, or shade 1, it's a great red. But any of these Makeup Forever liquid lipsticks, I'll link both of my lip swatch videos down below. Any of them are fire. The formula of these is so comfortable, it's so thin, the shades are gorgeous, great nudes, rosy colors, great things for fall and winter, beautiful reds, so impressed, and the formula is so great. I love these so much and I cannot stop wearing them. So that's everything from me. I hope this was helpful. Let me know down below what you plan on shopping during the sale, and as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!